Now I will explain you how to implement this single linked list concept by using Python programming. So I have created two modules here. So one module where it stores, uh, where it works like an ADT, which consists of two classes, node, and other one is a single linked list. Single linked list is a class which consists of all the definitions or all the different types of operations what we can perform on a single linked list. And node is a class which will help us in creating a memory block which contains data and a pointer. So here pointer is represented as a link, okay, and data is a variable which stores the data element, okay, what we consider here in this implementation. The data is considered like an integer. So while I am using this, while I am passing this parameters, I am passing an integers as a parameter. And a single linked list is a consists of different methods, okay, and where insertion at front, insertion at middle, right, insertion at the end, traversal, traverse, remove at front, remove at middle, and remove at last. So these are different methods that were defined in single linked list class. And now when it comes to this particular program, so this program contains a main part of the program where it is going to import the single linked list ADT, okay, sorry, a single linked list class from a module called single linked list ADT. And it consists of the main part where here it creates an object to the single linked list. And this there is a while loop which is always true, which is going to ask you for the choice to insert or to delete or to display or to exit. So if your choice is one, so then it is again asking you for choices to enter insertion at front or insertion at middle or insertion at the end, or go to the previous level. So that means from this particular level or from this choice one to go back to the choice. So at the for this particular level, so from this loop, so going from this loop to this loop, so this choice 4 is going to help us. So if your choice is one, so then you are trying to go for insertion at the front, okay, insertion at the middle, and then insertion at the end. If your choice is 3, you are going for insertion at the end. If your choice is 2, you are going for insertion at middle. If your choice is 1, you are going for insertion at front, insert at front. So if your choice is 4, you are breaking this loop and then going for to this particular loop, right, which is always true. It will ask you for insertion, deletion, and display and exit. So in the same way, as we are given a choice once for insertion, again it is asking for different choice. Insert, if your choice is 2, that means for deletion, it is also taking you to another loop where this is asking you for the choice again. So for deletion, 1 for deletion at front, 2 for deletion at middle, 3 for deletion at last, and 4 to go for the previous level. If your choice is 1, so if you are in deletion, while you are deleting, if your choice is 1, so then it is going to check whether the single linked list is empty. So if it is not empty, then it is going to remove an element from the first. So you are calling a remove at front method by using this object obj here. And if your choice is 2, then again you are checking is whether the list is empty or not. Again, if that is not the case, you are trying to remove an element from middle. while you are removing an element from middle. So the data you are giving rem is treated like a data of a particular node what you need to remove. And when your choice is 3, so again you are checking whether the list is empty, and if that is not the case, you are removing the element from the last by calling the method remove at end. So if your choice is 3, so if your choice is 3 at the top level, so that means if you are trying to display the content in the single linked list, your choice is 3. So then if your choice is 3, so then it is going to see whether the list is empty first. If the list is empty, it is going to display the list is empty, or otherwise it is going for calling a traverse method by using obj object, so which is an object of single linked list. So traverse is a method which will go through the entire list from the head to the end node on the single linked list and displays each and every node's data in a sequential order. So now this is a code which is available in single linked list. Please remember the point. You are importing a single linked list class which is defined in a single linked list ADT method. So in order to import that class, this is the line from a module single linked list ADT. You are importing single linked list class. Now we'll go to the code where we have defined all these methods of single linked list in a module called single linked list ADT. So see here, this module, as we discussed, it contains only two classes. One is node class and the other one is single linked list class. Node class contains data and the link. So this node, whenever an object to this node is created, then this init special method is going to call, and an element is passed as a parameter, and this element is treated like a data, and this is a handover to the data, and this data and link are going to act like a members or class variables of a node. So they are called, or they are used by using self and dot operator. So self is a default variable here, so self is a variable which is helping us to identify the class members, right? So now in the same way, linked list, single linked list class is also having a init method. So whenever an object to the single linked list class is created without any parameters, so then this init method is going to invoke, and then a head is initialized to none. So none is representing to nothing, so not even 0. That means there is nothing stored in head initially. Now if this is empty is another method which will help us to check whether the linked list is having any element or not. So this method is not having any parameter. Self is a default parameter for all the methods, right? So first you are checking here a condition self dot head is none. So that means there is no value stored or no elements in a single linked list. Then initially head will be none. So if that is the case, then it is going to return true. Is empty is a method is which is going to return true whenever there are no elements in the single linked list, or otherwise it is going to return false. So that is about is empty method, so which will be used in different locations of the program. So next one is insertion at front. Even though you have any elements in the single list, or if you don't have any elements in the single linked list, so it is possible to insert at the front. So whenever you want to insert any element, first what you have to do is you have to create a new node, and there should be a pointer which will be representing or which stores the address of that particular new node. And whenever you are creating a new node, so you should place a data into that new node. So whenever this method is called, okay, insert method is called, all the variants of insert method, so it should uh, definitely get a data. Here the data of a node is represented as yearly and self is a default parameter. So now you are creating an object. The first line in this insert at front is new node is a variable which stores the address of a newly created memory block or created memory block with the data as yearly. So this it calls immediately whenever a control executes this line. So whenever a control executes this line, the control immediately jumps back, okay, to this init method which is defined in this node class, where ELE is data which is handed over to a data variable and the link is assigned to none. So now new node is a data what you have created, or a node what you have created. See, I will show you diagrammatically. We have already discussed about this here. So this is how, if you want to create a new node, a new node is a variable which should store the address of this particular node, and the data what you need to insert into that particular node is placed here, and the link is initially representing to none. So now if you have any data, or if you have any nodes in the linked list, or if you don't have any uh, nodes in the linked list, you are going to do the same piece of code. So that same piece of code is nothing but the new node link. Whatever the address that is stored in a head is handover to new node dot link. So new node link, see here, so this is a new node. So the link or a pointer which is in this new node should store the address, right, of an a pointer, or a data which is, or address stored by head. So that is the first point what you need to do. So in order to understand this, let us go to the example insertion at the front when you have data. So for example, here this is a new node what you are created, and this is what you need to do first step. So whatever the head is known, so that address is assigned to a link which is in a new node. Now the second step is the current node address, right? A newly created node address should be stored in head. So that is the second step. So that is what we are trying to do, right? So the new node address is assigned to head, so that it is going to create, or a insertion at the front is done. So now insertion at the middle. So whenever you want to insert any node at the middle, so the first point what you need is data, and as well as a data of a particular node after which you need to insert a new node. So here X is representing to data of a node. After this node, you need to insert a new node. So first you create a new node, then you have to traverse to that particular node which contains data as X. Then after that particular node, you need to insert a new node with a particular data what you need to create. So that is what you are trying to do. If there is no such X data, no node with X data, then you are trying to display, so the data is not in the list. Okay, no node with a data X is available in the list. Else you are, you are giving a current node by considering a head as a current node, or a first node in the linked list as a current node, where here that current node is represented by a variable cur node, and you are going through it until you find a particular x with data node with a particular data, right? So you, that node is treated as a current node. And now see here, what you have to do is current node link is handover to a new node link, and then whatever the new node address is, so that address is handover to current node link, so that it is going to happen insertion at the middle. See, this is an example what we have taken here. You have to traverse until this current node with data, some data, right? So after these two data, after this node with the data as two, you need to insert a node. So what you have to do, first step what you have to do is a new node link should store the address which is known to this particular link, right? So previously, so that is this node address. Now, the second point is this current node link should store the address of the new node. So that is what we have done programmatically, and so that it will become insertion at the middle. Now, insertion at the end. Whenever you want to insert at the end, so first you create a new node and check whether there are any elements in the list. If there is a list is empty, so then the new node what you are creating should be assigned to head. So that means there will be only one node after inserting this element. If that is not the case, then this remaining part of the code automatically will be executed. If this condition is false, then head is treated as a current node. You will traverse until the end node. So the end node will become a current node. Okay, current node link is will store the address of the new node, so that the insertion at the end will be completed successfully. So this is about insertion at the end. So traversal is very simple. See here, the head is treated like a current node, and the current node is not null. You have to repeat until this condition will become false. So the current node data is displayed with the spaces whenever you are repeating this loop, right? While you are repeating in this loop in order to go forward, okay, in order to traverse through the nodes. So the current node is assigned with the current node dot link address, okay, so that you can go forward until current node becomes none, so there are no elements, so the traversal will take place. Now removal, so removal or again categorized into three types. Removal at front, so when there is uh, a first element, you have to remove that first element. So in order to do that, head dot data, so head is representing to the first node, so it's head dot data, so you need to remove, so you hand over it to some variable so that the or can be returned onto the screen, or is a variable what you are trying to remove. Now what you have to do is self dot head should store the address of head dot link. Head dot link knows an address, so that address should be hand over to head now, so that the first node of the linked list will be removed. Now removal at middle. So if you want to remove a middle element, so you need to give a data of a particular node what you need to remove. So here data of a node what you remove, what you want to remove is x here. So first you have to consider a current node. The first node in the linked list is treated as a current node, and you will check for the data. If the first node contains x as a data, so you don't delete, because this is like pretty much like removing at the front element, so which is not a correct choice for removal at the middle. So that's why this is a condition you are not allowing if you are trying to remove the first element. So now if that is not the case, so that means if this condition is false, then automatically it will come to while. So current node dot link is not none. You will traverse until this condition is become false. Okay. if you found a particular data while you are traversing the current node, in order to traverse current node should become current node dot link. So now if you found at certain current node, if you found a data, so then you have to break that condition, right? So you should come out of the loop. Now if the current node link is none, so then the data is not found, so that is no problem, we have already discussed. So then if if this condition is false, that means you found a data at a current node. Now current node link should store the address of current node link to link, so that you a deletion at middle is possible. See here, so we'll see with the example. So if you want to remove a middle element, so let us take this as an example. So here you want to delete a data with 18. So instead of taking this 18 as a current node in my implementation, I consider this 52 as a current node. Now, a pointer which is known to this current node should store the address of current node link to link. So that means this one. So this node address will be stored in this particular link. So that is the first step. And the second step is you have to make this link, you have to remove this particular link. Okay. So as none, so which is not needed. So whenever you have done that particular part, so there's no need of making it again. Okay, so that is what I have done here. Okay, while I am removing a middle element, okay, only one thing I have done, I have not made at removing node link as none. So then delete it. This is about removing at middle, and now removing at end. So if head link is none, okay, so then the removing is a starting node, so that you have to remove that particular content whatever you want to remove. So head to dot data is assigned to ELE, so that ELE should be displayed. So the node, in order to recognize the node what you have removed. Okay, so this is a simple condition when you have only one node. Okay, so then you have to do this. So head will become none, so that means there are no elements in the linked list. So now if this condition is false, then automatically it reads that there are many elements in the single linked list. So in order to traverse through that particular lost element, you treat head as a current node and you traverse. Okay, like lost before node. So a last before node will become current. In order to make that, so I have used this current node dot link to link. So until this becomes null, so you have to repeat this loop by making the current node is equal to current node dot link. If the last node link is empty, so you are treating the last but one node as a current node, and from that current node you are making that nodes current nodes link as none. Okay, by taking the data before doing this thing. Okay, before doing this thing, you have to make current node link to data. You have to store that data so that it can be written onto the screen or to the area where you call this remove at end. Okay, so now this is about a true execution will begin from this part of the code. So by creating an object to a single linked list. So this single linked list is a class which is imported from, so this single link, this is a name of the class which is imported from a module. So single linked list ADT. So this is the name of the module. And here whenever you create an object, so an object is going to create initially head as null, and it is going to ask you for the choice insert or delete or display, right? So now I will execute this program. See, your program is asking you to insert or delete or display, right? So if you try to delete or display, so it can't delete or display. Why? Because there are no elements in the list. So if I press 2, so you are expecting to delete. So first it will ask you whether you have to delete from front or delete at middle or deletion at last. right, or go back to the previous level. Right, if you want to delete, right, so there are no elements, so I want to delete from front, so there are no elements in the list, so you can't perform deletion, so that it displays deletion list is empty. Again, it is asking for you to enter a certain choice, so it is not correct to go for deletion, so go to the previous level. So in order to go to the previous level, press 4. So now it will take you to the previous level and it will ask you for insertion, deletion, or display. It is also not correct to a choice to select 3, because if you select 3, so it will display you the list as empty. So there are no elements in the list, so it will display the list is empty. Now if your choice is 1, so now it is asking you for insertion at the front, or insertion at middle, or insertion at last, right? Or go to the previous level. So if my choice is insertion at the front, so now it will ask you to enter some data into a particular node what you need to insert. For example, my data is 10. So now again, after that it didn't display anything, so I have not written anything about successfully inserted or whatever it is. So that's why it is again asking you for me for the choice. So I want to insert again. So now my choice is 3. So I want to insert at last. So that means whatever the data I am going to insert will be inserted after 10. So 10 is the only element that lies in the list. So if my choice is 3, so insertion will be done after 10. So now my data I want to insert is, for example, 20. Okay, so now if you want to see the content in the list, so please go to the previous level. So by pressing 4, so it will take you to the previous level. So insertion, deletion, display, and exit. So I want to see the list of elements in the single linked list. So I will use display. So display method is going to call traversal, so that it will traverse from the head to the end of the end node in the single linked list. So it will display them in the order. So now I want to insert, for example, another element between 10 and 20. So you need to select a choice 1. Okay. So now I want to insert an element after 10. So my choice should be 2. So insertion at middle. So my choice is 2. So now the data what we need to insert, it is asking for the data. So my data I need to insert is 15. So a new element should be inserted after. So after 10, now I want to insert an element with the data 15, a node with the data 15 after 10. So 10 is a data of a particular node. What we need to insert a new node. So it is inserted successfully. Now if you want to see whether it is inserted in between 15 is inserted in between 10 and 20, so go for the previous level and try to display it. So you will get the value 10, 15, and 20. Now if you want to insert at the front again, so after some elements, if you want to insert at the front, that means before 10, so please select your choice 1. And now you see you want to insert at before 10, so your choice should be 1, so that insertion at the front can be done. So the data what you need to insert is like 5. So now a node with 5 will be inserted, and now you go to the previous level and try to display it. So your list will be displayed onto the screen. So 5 is inserted before 10. So now this is about insertion. You have inserted, you have a list, you traverse through the list, and whenever you are traversing through the list, you have displayed the content in the list. Now you need to delete. So for example, I want to delete, so my choice should be 2. If I want to delete at the front, for example, so my choice should be 2, right? So sorry, 1. My choice should be 1. So deletion at the front will takes place whenever your choice is front, right? So now 5, a node with data 5 should be deleted, right? So node with data 5 is removed. So now if you want to display the list, go to the previous level, try to display it. So 5 is removed, right? Now if you want to delete at the end, so 20, node with 20 will be deleted. So your choice, if you want to see that, your choice should be 3. Okay, so node with data 20 is removed. So now if you want to display them, and 4, so now display 3, so only there are 10 and 15. Now you want to delete so some elements. So I will insert one more element so that you can okay. So insertion at end, I will select insertion at last. So my choice is 3. I am inserting 20 so that our list will become again 10, 15 and 20. So now I want to delete at the middle. So my choice is 2 for deletion, and my choice is again 2 for deletion at the middle. And now it will ask you for the data of a node, okay, after which you need to remove. So now my choice is 10. So now, so it is going to delete a node, okay, so which is after node 10. Okay, so that here 15 will be removed from the list. Okay, so enter data of the node to be removed, sorry. So here while I am removing, so not the data after which you need to remove. So the data of a particular node what you need to remove is needed here. So we need a removal of the data at the middle. So I need to remove 15, so deleted successfully. And now you can go through the previous level and try to display. Okay, so 15 is removed here. So this is how your linked list program is going to work. The programmer who is using this linked list is needed once to create this kind of programming. Then whenever he want, wherever he want, he just need to import this single linked list class which is available in single linked list ADT. And now you can call those methods and you can use this kind of insertion, deletion, etc., right? So this is about single linked list implementation, code implementation.